Hello, my name is Emma, and today we are going to learn some work expressions. Okay, so these expressions don't necessarily actually have to do with work, but they're expressions that use the word work. So today I will teach you 10 new expressions. Let's get started. Expression number 1, overworked. What does it mean to be overworked? If you are overworked, it means you have too much work. Okay, so this is not a happy situation. So you might tell your boss, listen, I feel a little overworked. Maybe you complain to your friends on the phone. Ugh, work is so hard. I'm overworked. There's no staff. It's all me. I work. I'm overworked. So over usually means like more. So that's a hint, overworked. One thing about all of these expressions, pay careful attention to the preposition. Because with work expressions, a change in preposition can completely change the meaning of the expression. So that is overworked. I hope none of you are overworked, and I hope none of you are underpaid, meaning you're not getting enough money. Our next expression is dirty work. I really like this expression. So what is dirty work? Well, dirty is the opposite of clean. Okay, so dirty is no clean, not clean. Dirty work is work that is not fun work. No one wants to do dirty work. Okay, so it's unpleasant. See the sad face? Work. What is some example of dirty work? Well, maybe you work at a company and maybe there's a coworker, or maybe you have some staff and someone wants you to fire that staff, meaning someone is not happy with this person's work, so they want this person to be fired. Instead of them saying, you can't work here now, they will tell you to fire this person. So it's a job you don't want to do, essentially. There are many examples of dirty work, but what it really is a job no one wants to do. Clean toilets might be dirty work. Maybe your friend is having a party and there's a lot of people invited and the party has to be canceled. Maybe the dirty work is you have to tell everyone the party is canceled. So it's work you don't want to do. Example number 3, get worked up. What does it mean to get worked up? It means you get very, very angry or very upset. It means you get very emotional. When you get worked up, you get very angry or emotional. So get worked up. An example of that, maybe it's the night before your big test and you haven't studied and you're very stressed out and you start to cry and you say, I'm not going to pass this test. My life is ruined. I'll never get into university. Everything's horrible. That's you getting worked up. Okay, because chances are you will do all right on your test and you will get into university. And even if you don't, you can try again at a later time. Number 4, workout. So workout has 2 meanings. The first meaning is exercise. Okay. Do any of you guys work out? I think working out is fun. So it just means, if you like to run, if you like to lift weights, maybe you like to play basketball. These are workouts. It's exercise to become healthy. The second meaning of workout is when you work something out, you find a solution to that. So for example, maybe you have a math problem. Maybe 2 times 2. 2 times 2. You have to work it out. That one's a little easy, but maybe you have calculus. One more example of workout is the expression, it will all work out. meaning everything in the end will be good. So if maybe you have a friend, you have a big fight, it will all work out, meaning in the end, everything will be good. So find a solution. Number 5, work on. Work on something. I worked on a project all night. I worked on these English videos. I worked on an art piece. I worked on a painting. Work on just means you do work, usually on a project. You can work on your basketball skills. You can get better at playing basketball. You can work on your painting skills, your English skills. Every day I work on my Chinese. I hope every day you work on your English. So that's an example of work on. But it's usually something that isn't yet finished. You're still on the journey to completing. You haven't finished yet. Usually work on refers to you're doing a project, but you haven't finished the project. Expression number 6, work up an appetite. What does this mean? Appetite has to do with food. Okay, when you work up an appetite, it means you've been maybe exercising, maybe you've been at work all day, maybe you've been in the office at the computer, but you're getting more and more hungry. Your stomach is rumbling, you want food. You have worked up an appetite. So it just means you're very hungry. Okay, so now we are at expression number 7, workaholic. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, 4 syllables. Workaholic. What's a workaholic? A workaholic is a person. You use it as a noun. He is a workaholic. She is a workaholic. What does it mean? It's someone who works all the time. They have a problem because they work so much. Maybe they never see their family because they're always working. So it's a problem. We use aholic whenever we're talking about doing something too much. So if you drink too much alcohol, you would be an alcoholic. If you drink every day at breakfast, and it's very unhealthy, it's an alcoholic. If you shop all the time and you spend all your money shopping, every day you go shopping and you can't pay your bills, you're a shopaholic. Shopaholic. So you will see aholic, and it just means to do something too much and it's not healthy. So workaholic is not a good thing. It means you work too much and you're missing out on time with your family and your friends. So I hope none of you are workaholics. Number 8, work it. This expression is a fun expression. You might see it on TV sometimes, and it means it's almost to encourage someone. So maybe someone is up on a stage and they're walking, maybe they're modeling clothes. You might call it work it. And it means you're giving them encouragement. You're telling them, yeah, you're doing something confident. So when you see someone do something confidently and you want to encourage them, you can say, work it. I had a friend who always said this. Anytime she saw me walking down the street, she would yell, work it, which means, walk confidently. So it's an encouraging expression. Number 9, to work someone in. What does it mean to work someone in? It means, in this case, we're talking about maybe you're at the doctor's or the dentist and you're talking to the receptionist and you want to get an appointment. You need to see the doctor. The receptionist might say, Today we're busy, but I can work you in. This means even though it's busy, you can get an appointment. So we use work someone in a lot with dentists, doctors. Usually it's a receptionist or a secretary who says this, meaning I can get you an appointment for what you need. Same with the hair. If you ever get your hair cut, they're very busy. Maybe the hairdresser will say, I'm busy today, but I will work you in. I will cut your hair. Number 10, last expression on the list. Work something out. What does it mean to work something out? It means to make an arrangement. So for example, usually people will say, we can work something out. We can make an arrangement. We can make some sort of plan. So maybe you have a new job, but you live in France and the job is in Dubai. How are you going to work in Dubai? Maybe your boss will say, it's okay, we can work something out. We will make some sort of plan. So it's just where two people make some sort of plan together. Okay, so I hope you have worked hard today while watching these videos. I hope, again, that you're not going to be workaholics with English and study all the time, but that you will take some breaks. I also hope you will come and work on our test at www.ingvid.com. I promise you, there will be no dirty work. Until next time.